I came into the apostolic movement in 1978. My sister had came into this movement several years before I did, and she was the one that won me to the Lord. And we was not raised in this persuasion. We was raised in another denominational way. But when my sister was a senior in high school, she got a desire to get in church and live for God, and she tried many churches, but she just wasn't satisfied until one time her husband took her to a little white church beside the road. Sister Catherine Barker happened to be Pentecostal, and when she got there and heard the music and heard the worship and heard the people speaking in tongues and shouting, she said, "This is what I want." So that night she went to the altar. God miraculously filled her with the Holy Ghost, and there was a radical change in my sister's life. And at first I rejected it, but then my sister kept praying and praying for me, and my brother-in-law said he would go home from work and my sister would be down in her laundry room on her face praying that God would save me. And she drove 535 miles to tell me that God was dealing with me. And when she walked into my house, she said, she didn't say, "Hi, how you doing?" She just said, "God's dealing with you." And I said, yes, you're right. And we went home with them. We lived in Virginia, they lived in Illinois. We went home with them, started going to a revival. And in the second week of that revival, I repented of my sins, gave my heart to God. That was in January of 1978. God filled me with the Holy Ghost in March of 1978, and I've been living for God ever since, and wouldn't trade this for anything that the world has to offer. You know, the world can give you, a good time, a fun time, but the world can't give you peace. Not the peace that God can give you. That if you left this walk of life tonight, where would you live for eternity? I know where I would live. You know where you would live, and living this life is the best life that you could ever choose, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing in this world. God bless you.